Casey's Audio Vault.
Neil Sanderson from 3 Days Grace.
November 9th, 2007.
How you doing, man?
Great. How are you doing today, Neil?
Oh, I'm awesome. Sitting here, I'm in Oklahoma City.
You took a break from the road a little while back, and you and your wife had a baby girl. How is parenthood treating you?
Oh, it's great, man. It's crazy going home after being out for a couple of weeks. You know, she's changing so fast, but it's a lot of fun, man. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah, you ready to get back on the road, even though things are moving so quick, just a few months old?
Yeah, well, we've actually been out. We've been out pretty solidly. You know, we're going to be coming off the road for about 10 days in about a week, so I'm looking forward to that, having a little bit of a break. But you know, we're sort of workaholics too, so you know, we're out here playing rock shows every night.
Did you and your wife have any trouble deciding a name? You went with Violet. Was that your idea?
We just kind of brainstormed. We were sitting around and we were thinking of some flowers, and as soon as one of us mentioned it, I think my wife mentioned it, and it was definitely stuck right away. We knew instantly that that's what we wanted to call it.
Do you feel like a different person now that you're a daddy, and I guess you're a year away from 30 too?
I'm 28, so I'm not even thinking about 30 right now, man. You know, 28, like, yeah. You know, it's just, it really, it puts a lot of things into perspective in your life, you know, and the harder I can work now, it's even better to be able to make something great at home for you know, my family. So it's cool. I'm a lucky individual to be able to do what I do and to be surrounded with the people I am. So I'm definitely fortunate. I don't take much for granted these days.
What kind of stuff occupies your time when you're not on the drum kit? Obviously, you got family now, but what do you spend time doing when you got time for yourself?
We play a lot of golf on the road. Like we bring our golf clubs on the bus and stuff and try to play. I mean, we play like 3-4 times a week, which is nice to get out and breathe some fresh air and get some sun. You know, we've kind of got the rock and roll bus tan going on right now, which is like pale white. Try to soak in a little bit of sun. But no, I'm total, you know, when I'm off the road, I'm total outdoorsman. I like to fish and wakeboard, that type of thing. Barry and I, we actually just got our firearms licenses in Canada when we were off last break, and might do some hunting next year and stuff.
Do you still have a home base over Ontario? Do you got a cabin out there you can escape to?
Yeah, I live in Toronto. I got a place in Toronto, but I have a cottage about 2 hours from Toronto, northeast. So I spend a lot of time out there. It's like wood stove and stuff, but it's cool. It's definitely an adventure, especially after being on the road and so much hustle bustle in cities and stuff. To just get out to nature and nothingness is really rejuvenating.
3 Days Grace sort of have a general lyrical theme of alienation, but now you got a couple platinum records. 1X has 3 number 1 hit singles so far. Do you think there's that many black sheep out there?
Well, I mean, as far as what we write about our own experiences in life and things that we observe in our own lives and in the lives of people around us. And definitely think that we have a close connection with fans on the lyrical level, you know. You know, we've always stayed true to ourselves with what we write about, and I think fans appreciate that, and they definitely, I think fans look to us to maybe, you know, sometimes put into words what they're thinking, but they can't quite put into words, and you know, as an artist, that's a really gratifying thing if you can build that relationship with your fan base. So we just write about real things, and I think people, you know, respond to that.
You got back on the road with Seether, or I guess you didn't really stop. Is it a good bunch of guys to get on the road with?
Oh yeah. We're like extremely close with Seether and with Breaking Benjamin. You know, we've got a long touring history with them, and that's the most important thing for us now. Is you know, having good guys out on the road that are cool and fun to hang out with, no egos, and also bands that can actually really deliver live, you know, and both of those bands fit that criteria. It's important to us, you know, that bands can really kind of get up on stage and just really take it to the next level, because it just makes for a better show. I think fans want to be, you know, blown away, and so we look to do that in every way that we can.
I'm talking to Neil, drummer for 3 Days Grace. It was just announced this morning that they will come through town with Seether at the end of January. That's a power presentation. Neil, both bands have had a history in the past of drugs and rehab. Do you guys have an unspoken chemistry?
Well, I think definitely, you know, as far as how the tour goes and the type of people that we surround ourselves with, you know, we definitely all have that in common. So, yeah, there definitely is, you know, there's a mutual respect level that happens when you have guys like us on the road, and which is really cool. We're all good buddies, and we're all looking out for each other, and that just makes for a better experience all in all.
You got a deluxe edition of 1X coming out. You got a cover of Chris Isaak's "Wicked Game." What made you guys decide to do that one?
Well, Adam's been doing that acoustically for a while, and he'll play that sometimes live. And we actually did a thing called Stripped, and it was basically just a acoustic version of some of our songs, and then generally you do a couple covers. And so Adam did that, and it turned out really well, and it's a really cool song. And I'm a big fan of the video with what's her name in it. She's
really hot. I forget her name too.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
We all have teenage memories of that video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris Isaak's totally cool. That's an amazing song.
Do you used to watch his TV show, Chris Isaak Show?
I'm not a big TV guy. I like Survivor Man and Planet Earth, and I like The Simpsons and stuff like that. But I don't watch a lot of like the new dramas. But I heard it's pretty cool. It's HBO, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a few years back. It wasn't a bad show. It was pretty cool.
HBO's got a lot of cool stuff on there right now. I don't mind Entourage. I've checked out a couple of those. It's pretty cool.
You guys working on new material? Got a new album you're hoping to push out next year?
Yeah. We have a little studio set up on the bus, and we just basically lay down ideas all the time. And we do a lot of writing on acoustic guitars. We got a philosophy that regardless of how heavy the song's going to be in the end, if it's a good song, it'll translate just with some acoustics and maybe a hand drum, a couple vocals. So we kind of stick to that method of writing. But right now we've got a few new songs, and we're just putting all of our ideas, into the pot and hammering some stuff out. When we get home is when we'll really see what we've got. Record, but we're definitely hard at work. We never stop.
Well, Winnipeg can't wait for you and the rest of the guys in 3 Days Grace to come through town again. Have yourself a good tour.
Totally, man. I'm extremely excited to be able to bring my park out on tour. We've narrowly escaped winter a couple times, like playing down in the south. But I'll tell you, it's not the easiest way to tour. But as a fellow Canadian, it just makes for a better show. People that show up in dead of winter, to rock show in Winnipeg are there to rock. So we're going to be excited to feed off of the energy of the crowd, man.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for giving us a call, Neil.
All right, dude. We'll see you in a bit. See you in January.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.